The airplane you're looking at is the DH-4. This was an English-designed aircraft during World War I. It was rather embarrassing when the Americans decided to get in the war. We had built the first airplane that was practical, and we didn't have a single airplane that would be combat compatible. So they had to look around. It had two real major problems. First of all, the pilot and the gunner were so far apart they couldn't talk to each other. Then, between them was a big fuel tank. In the event of a crash, and there were a lot of them during that period, that tank would come astray and jam the pilot up against the back of the engine. There was a small auxiliary fuel tank in the upper wing, which would spring a leak, and that would run down on the engine, and the entire airplane would burst into flame. This is where it got its nickname of the flaming coffin. And they changed the position of the pilot and the fuel cell, and they called it DH-9. Then they received American Liberty engines and put in there. This then became the DH-9A. So it was a great variation of these. After the war, the airplanes were modified in this country to the configuration that you see in front of you. At that point, they were called the DH-4B. Take a look at the insignia on the rear of the fuselage. Ace of Spades, naturally, is the first card in the deck. And when the squadron was deployed to Santo Domingo, they decided they should have a distinctive marking of some sort. That is the oldest approved insignia in marine aviation. That is the oldest continuous operating squadron in marine aviation, and it is flying overseas today with that Ace of Spades squadron marking on it.